What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday morning and I got a jam-packed video for you guys on a stock that is getting decimated. But if you're going long term, I think there is a huge upside potential, and that stock is PepsiCo. Now, before we get started, please smash that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and any investment that I make in real time, you get all that. Check out the Patreon. Link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into PepsiCo. Now, what happened here on PepsiCo, guys? I mean, this is a massive move to the downside. And if you look at my screen, what happened on Friday? I mean, look at this. Yes, we went down to 155 and some change right here. And look at what happened. High volume buying. And then, I mean, look at this. When was the last time you saw PepsiCo actually trading below daily 200-day moving average right here? And that is this black line right here. And look at it. It's at 180. 50-day moving average right here, this green line, it's at 178. And the stock is at 160. So I think, and I'm buying actually PepsiCo. You know, I got some shares. I added more into my position on Friday. And I'm willing to add even more if this thing gets down to this level right here, maybe around 148 to 145 down here, 46. And if you look at my screen, this is a big level where we got a big bounce right here. Same level right here, 155-ish. And then now it's holding right here, 160 into closing as a support. But if you look at my screen right here, around 159 to 160, we got rejected so many times, came down also, held as a support right here. And now again, after getting this beat down on Friday all the way down to 155, went back up and now holding 160 as a support. Now, if you're going short term and buying calls, 2 weeks out, maybe even 3 weeks out, I do not recommend that here on PepsiCo. I think buying shares, and even if you're buying calls, I would go at least 1 year to 15 months out, maybe 180 calls, and that could be a huge winner if this thing somehow gets up to daily 200-day moving average right here, and that is around 180.67. But you know that you're buying a falling knife, but it's a good company. So if you're willing to buy this falling knife, I think the reward here on PepsiCo is huge, and this thing can get up to 180 in a quick time. We also have earnings coming this week. I think it's on Tuesday, so that is something to watch. But I don't think we're going to see a significant drop on PepsiCo. That earning must be priced in right here with this big drop. And now we just have to wait and see what the earnings are on PepsiCo. And if this thing can hold 160, I think in near short term, we could see a bounce here on PepsiCo up to this level right here around 167 to 166, and that could be coming with their earnings. Now also, like I said, it's a falling knife, so if you're going long, definitely you want to actually buy more if this thing drops below 160, because we do have strong support right here around 153 to 54 right here. And then right here where we held on Friday around 155. So below 160, we have 155 and 154 as a support. And those are also strong levels to buy PepsiCo. So I just get, 250 shares, and that was on Thursday. Then I added more 100 shares on this drop on Friday, and now I'm pretty much at break even. So actually probably slightly up on the day. I didn't check my position on PepsiCo because that is on a long-term account. But I think, guys, I mean, if this thing drops a bit more, so here's the big thing. I mean, going back all the way back to 2017, daily 200-day moving average, right? We saw a big drop, and that was big sell-off right here. But within what? Let's see. It wasn't even 2 months, guys. This thing rallied back up to 117 from 98 bucks. Anytime you see a big name like PepsiCo trading below daily 200-day moving average right here, it will come up to this 200-day at some point. And that is why I think this is a huge opportunity on PepsiCo to go long, and that is why I'm buying. Now, like I said, if you are going short term and buying calls 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, I do not recommend that here on PepsiCo because that's going to be really risky if this thing gets down even more down to those levels like 155 or even I would say 153ish. Then what? Your calls are not going to pay. But I think if this thing actually stays here after earnings, I'll be adding into my position. And also, if this thing actually drops below after the earnings, maybe gets down to 153, anything close to 150, because I just added on Friday around 156, so I'm not gonna buy at the same level. At least 153, I'll be buying more shares and possibly getting at least like 1,000 shares of PepsiCo because this thing, whenever we get that bounce, I mean, that's gonna be huge from 160 to 180 to retrace daily 200-day moving average right here or at least retest. I mean, that's gonna be huge. I mean, that is a $20 move on PepsiCo. But if you're going long, I mean, this thing can go above and beyond. I mean, it was on this big run for a long time, and now finally we're seeing some weakness with the earnings and how Walmart coming up and saying that products are not selling as they were before, and all those negative catalysts and the earnings coming took a big hit, and that's why this thing is down. But I think as long as we're above 160, you're not going to see that much of a downside. This could be a bottom that we got here on PepsiCo, but nothing confirmed until we get a strong bounce off of this to put 160. If not, like I said, there could be a little bit more downside, maybe another $7 to $8, or maybe even more. And that is why going long on a PepsiCo, I think that is the way to go because if this thing bounces back up and gets back into bull market, you're going to see a lot more upside. I mean, look at this, high here, almost 197 to 100. So huge upside on PepsiCo, and it's getting really oversold on daily time frame. On weekly time frame, lower Bollinger Band sitting at 167ish, and the stock itself trading at 160. RSI, to be exact, RSI down to 19.8, and if you go back, we have not seen RSI down to 18, 19 in last maybe 5 years, and that was back in 2018. We saw RSI down to 22, 24, but not getting that reading right here at 19.8. So extremely oversold, and that is why I think there is a huge upside potential on Pepsi, and especially if you're going long term. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you guys think that this is actually a really good opportunity to invest money into PepsiCo for a long term, because I mean, you guys saw it. This thing comes back and hits this daily 200-day moving average, and then usually trades above daily 200-day moving average for a long time. I mean, look at this, guys. It was holding all the way. I mean, how many times came back up? Right here, came back up. 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 Hit a new all-time high. And now again, I mean, it's way too far from this daily 200-day moving average right here at 180. So I think a retracement will happen within the next 5 to 6 months. And if we get that, you're going to see a lot more upside, or at least you're going to make some money on PepsiCo. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.